Crawford, у Крофта есть высокий IQ, и обоих стойках он может боксировать, он можно давить и бегать, и даже ближний бой тоже может.
Crawford's not really entertaining. So I don't really care about who he fights. But I will tell you like this, he's a tremendous fighter. He's a great fighter, but he's not really entertaining outside the ring. There's nothing that makes me want to be like, I can't wait to see the next Terence Crawford fight.
Don't get me wrong, okay? He's a good fighter, a great fighter. I always say before I see him calling me out and want to fight and everything, I say before he's a great fighter. But if you look at his career, mention one elite fighter. Just mention me one elite fighter.
So Postal wasn't elite?
Who?
Victor Postal.
Who's that guy?
Oh, so he wasn't commercialized. He wasn't a great.
Less than a month remains until Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford square off in the biggest boxing match of 2025, which is scheduled on September 13th at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. Israil Madrimov, Terence Crawford's most recent opponent, spoke candidly about Crawford's battle with Canelo Alvarez.
The perspective, having fought Terence, him now fighting Canelo, moving up 2 more weight classes to fight a lot bigger guy.
Сейчас всем интересно вот это бой, потому что они занимают паунд-то-паунды. Крофорд, у Крофта есть высокий IQ, и обоих стойках он может боксировать, он можно давить и бегать, и даже ближний бой тоже может. Поэтому мне тоже интересно, если он не набирает лишний вес, может тоже выиграть это. Есть шанс.
After Shane Mosley said that Canelo would defeat Terence Crawford with ease, Clarissa Shields is now reacting to Mosley. Shields made it apparent that she is selecting Crawford, stating that she thinks Canelo would be unable to handle Crawford's skill set, timing, and ring IQ. Crawford could box Canelo's shoes off, Shields countered.
With like all due respect to Shane Mosley, sure. he just said that Terence Crawford was going to get watched by Canelo. I don't think his word is really worth that much.
Do you think she need a year?
No, she needs till January, February. That's the timeline. She needs 6 to 8 months. She said out of her own mouth that she's in shape. She can come back. She told me that I'm too small for her. I'm not skilled enough for her. She punches too hard. And if she comes to get me, I won't be able to keep her off me. So stand on that. Take this $15 million and come get your ass whipped.
Canelo is also very focused on this battle. One question guides everything he does. Does this increase my chances of defeating Crawford in the fight? Otherwise, it's out of here. Instead of fury, control is what drives him. He prepares with composure and fights with ferocity. He is aware that a rapid thinker is the one who answers first and that having a clear head is a powerful tool. He believes that the battle begins long before the bell sounds, when he ignores distractions and becomes ready for the work.
He's a complete fighter. No, he's a very good fighter, but I'm being there with every single style. Obviously, it's different because he changed the guards and everything. But I need to adapt myself to anything. I hope he comes with the mentality to put a great show, and that's it.
Notably, Eddie Chambers supported Canelo when he made his prediction regarding this major contest, claiming that Canelo possesses a respectable level of physical prowess, expertise, and mental toughness. He claimed that while his opponent fights the fight they are familiar with, the other fighter makes all the alterations. Additionally, he stated that he will undoubtedly have greater challenges than his opponent due to the late weight and adjustment. He contended that although Crawford is a fantastic fighter, he can only bother Canelo if he offers him something fresh to fight with. If not, Canelo will have a distinct advantage.
I have to go Canelo. And I would love to see Crawford do his thing. You know what I mean?
You normally boxer biased. Not saying that Canelo isn't the boxer.
Right. And normally I would kind of be. It's just, I don't know. I see that you're able to exploit, flaws in guys, and typically that's what Crawford does. This one, it's just really difficult. This Canelo is an extremely experienced, talented stalker, but boxer too. He has the ability to do both, to be honest.
Canelo looks for more than just speed, flash, and accuracy as he works the pads and mitts in the camp. He is searching for timing, distance, and angles. The fighter's mind and body may cooperate if his coach gives him patterns that resemble those Crawford would present. Waxed leather striking leather produces a clear, controlled, and nearly rhythmic sound. To the extent that each combination solidifies instincts until the natural move is the capacity to regulate the body under duress, it is as much a practice as a dialogue between the fighter and his trainer. Oh God! It is commonly known that no champion succeeds on their alone. Canelo's squad is a real example of that. They work with him holistically and are a part of his concentration. Every activity taken in the camp is on the global road leading to the same destination, and everyone is aware of it. In their world, nothing is wasted, not even time or spoken words. Everything has a purpose. Dave Rosado just examined this fight and predicted that it would be an incredible battle, regardless of whether there was a discussion about tactics or a small nod of agreement. He stated that both sides are coming to win on fight night and will stop at nothing to achieve victory. Additionally, he made it apparent that we would be seeing a fresh and different Canelo this time. Since he is aware of the stakes and will stop at nothing to deliver a spectacular performance, it is obvious that he has never seen anything like this before. In addition, Canelo's strength and conditioning regimen focuses on developing fight-specific stamina and strength rather than just bulking up. The ability to leap off his legs is provided by explosive leaps. Sledge pushes help him develop core stability for close combat scenarios by simulating the thrust in his fists and resistance training. Every drill has a goal, and nothing is carried out in a pointless manner. A body that can exert its greatest force in round 1 and still pose a threat in round 12 is the ultimate objective. Every component of his style, muscle, strength, balance, and the engine that propels him from the first to the last round, is specifically trained.
Pero nunca así, güey, pero nunca acá. Lo estuviste parando bien, ¡pum! Y ¡pum! Y ¡pum! Y que no te hagan para atrás. Si te hace poquito atrás, así. Así, no así. No que te hagas guango de aquí, güey. No es como hacer esto, que te están haciendo así. No te muevas, dale fuerte, ponme fuerte. Ya si te estoy canchando, si me estás canchando mucho, más un pasito para atrás, güey. Sí, okay. Ahí, pero fuerte. Y así, así, pero no así. Porque ahí valimos más.
Returning to his fight preparation, Canelo views the heavy bag as a very genuine aim, a representation of the man he will be up against. All of the punches are deliberate. Uppercuts break rhythm, body hooks sap energy, and jabs manage space. He changes his position and searches for new opportunities, interpreting the movement of the bag as an opponent's response. Power is crucial, but so is location. By the time he is finished, the bag contains not just his power but also his strategy for dismantling Crawford. The multi-division world champion Shane Mosley has boldly predicted Canelo's outcome in the forthcoming bout as well. Mosley claimed that although Crawford is a very skilled boxer who anyone may lose to, the Mexican sensation will ultimately prevail. Mosley said he would be pleased if Crawford prevailed on September 13th and praised his skills. Despite this, Mosley thinks Canelo will easily overcome the obstacle. Mosley believes Canelo would prevail if he fights like he usually does. Canelo's strength and expertise at 168 are also significant in Mosley's eyes.
I think it's going to be a great fight. I think Crawford, I think he's going to come to fight, but I think we're going to see a different Canelo. I mean, I think Canelo been coasting just because it's like, why take a risk? I don't have to take a risk. I'm Canelo Alvarez. I'm the face of boxing, but this one's way different. You know what I mean? So I think we're gonna see a different Canelo, man.
Ultimately, it shouldn't come as a surprise if Terence Crawford loses to Canelo Alvarez in the ring. He is prepared for the battle ahead and is aware that he must prevail. As the battle day draws nearer, everything becomes more apparent. The sound fades away. Your work gets easier as you sharpen your attention. Simply carry on as you have been. Keep your mentality safe. Have faith in your group and carry out your plan. According to Canelo, this is how greatness is not only created but also preserved and perpetuated. In a recent interview, another significant figure, Virgil Ortiz, also looked at Canelo's viewpoint to identify what he perceives as his advantages. He spoke about his size and strength, just like boxing men do. He also spoke ring experience, which is the most crucial factor. He stressed that the battle would be won because of the weight disparity, even though he agreed that Crawford is a skilled fighter. Canelo will have an advantage in the battle due to the numerical disparity, even if both players are ultimately exceptionally talented in their respective fields.
I think it'll be a great fight. I think both guys are great fighters, but I think Canelo's just too big, and you know they mistake him as being just a guy at 168, not a regular guy, and Crawford being the more talented. But that's not the case. They're both talented. But the only thing is Canelo has some by two-weight division, so I think that Canelo beats him pretty easily. But we'll see. If Crawford does good, I mean, kudos to Crawford. You know, I'm happy for him. If he can pull off, great. But my mental, my mind's telling me that Canelo's gonna probably beat him.
However, Canelo also picked sparring partners in camp with the express purpose of copying Crawford's technique. Crawford can defend against difficult angles and has excellent footwork and fast hands. Canelo is attempting to read every little aspect while sparring, experimenting with different setups and postures and eliciting responses from them. We want every error to occur in the gym, and if it isn't fixed, we want to fight night. Because there is a lot of chaos and the tempo changes occasionally, he is ready for anything. There have been slow rounds when we were concentrating on the task at hand and rounds that appear to be complete chaos. We hope that he will be more dangerous when he exits the ring at the end of the round. Terence Crawford, the Swiss gaining expert on the opposing side, is equally totally concentrated. He avoids taking any chances because he is aware of the type of opponent he faces. He works hard every day. He is determined to be ready for everything and is industrious and persistent. Crawford is renowned for his discipline and attention, and this fight is no exception. Most significantly, Jack Catterall, a former Canelo sparring partner, predicted that Crawford will prevail in this bout. He stated that he punches really hard and feels he is no longer able to do so when questioned about his time sparring Canelo. Furthermore, he predicted that Crawford would win.
Canelo, he has obviously the size advantage, the strength advantage, intellect. I think Crawford edges him out in IQ, but I just think the weight difference is going to be the deciding factor here. I mean, we've seen Crawford get hurt. We've seen Canelo get hurt, right? But I feel like
not lately.
Yeah, not lately. Not lately. It's been a while.
Crawford is training as well, striving to be the best version of himself. Crawford is focused and making an effort to practice hard because he is aware that Canelo is a formidable opponent and that even the tiniest detail could determine the outcome of this fight. He isn't being lazy or taking shortcuts. Crawford also has the backing of another well-known figure. Terence Crawford would easily win this bout, according to Willie D., who claimed that it wouldn't even be close. He was certain that he would win by unanimous decision or gain total control of the ring after weighing the advantages and disadvantages of the two boxers. He claimed that Crawford was selected because of his qualities, especially his ability to adjust to opponents during combat. He went on to say that he would have a significant edge over Canelo because of his fierce competitiveness, which would carry over from the opening round to the conclusion of the bout.